my helper with me today. Rightio guys, so we're in the fodder beet paddock now. Unfortunately, the fodder beet, sometimes they turn up bolters. You just got to get in and poke them out. You can't spray them out because it is a fodder beet. A bolter is... that one's not coming very good at all. A bolter is a fodder beet. Alright, settle down. A bolter is a fodder beet which has gone to seed quickly, and so we've got it. I'm trying to do a video here, and we've got it. Is that all? Is that all for today? So it's a problem when you have a hunt away. They love to bark. So a bolter is a fodder beet which has gone to seed prematurely, and we've got to rogue them out, or else they'll drop their seed everywhere, and we'll have problems into the future when we try to put in another crop of fodder beet or other such crops. So the easiest way to do it is to grab yourself a set of gloves, chuck on some music, crack into it, get stuck in, get the job done. It is a lot more easier if you go in after a rain event where the soil is loose and it just pops straight out, as this one here has just been a wee bit stubborn. I'll have to rip the leaves off and kick it back and forward, kick the bulb out, and then I'll lay them down in the spray rig runs or tram lines. So basically I just walk up the tram lines, hook around another tram line, and just follow them all the way through the paddock, looking, scanning the whole time. Roguing is typically quite a boring job. Firstly, guys, chuck on the music, get stuck into it, and the time will just fly on by. Look at the scenery, do a good job, get stuck into it. So a few of you are probably wondering, what is a fodder beet? A fodder beet is a bulb plant. We on this farm use it for feeding cows through the winter. It is a controversial feed because the urban sector, I guess, don't tend to like it, as we can feed more cows on less hectares, and they're obviously dropping more dung, pee everywhere, within a confined space. That is why it's getting a bad review, but we can grow more tonnes per hectare. Off of this paddock we will be looking at getting about 30 tonnes per hectare, which will be about 450 bushels per acre. So she is a high yielding crop. So this one here, I tried to get it out just before, but obviously everything just wants to rip off because the ground is so hard and stubborn. So I'll just kick the bulb and get that guy out, and then just chuck him in there. That'll be it. On to the next one. See this plant here, it's a wee bit sneaky. See, it hasn't actually chucked up a long stalk yet with seeds on it, but it has chucked out many that'll have seed heads on it soon. So this one's just laying down low with everything. I only just spotted it. It's still worthy of being pulled out, of course. You gonna help at all? No, I guess not. So you go rip it out, Millie, and then you just chuck it down in the spray run. That easy. No, I don't think she's that keen. Sit. High five. High five. Good deal. Good deal. Righty guys, so something that I never explained earlier was that it's about every 3 to 4 weeks that we'll be going through these paddocks and cleaning them up. It's not because we've got dirty paddocks or anything like that, or a really bad spray program. I better watch what I say because my sister is the agronomist for this crop. It's because the bolters just like to hide under that cover and shoot up through. So it's typically, we'll start roguing these bolters from New Year's or just after New Year's and through to the end of April, and then even sometimes when you're shifting that brake fence in winter, you'll see them run over and pop them out. And when I'm saying pop them out, don't use your back to pop them out. Just put your elbows on your knees and just sort of arc back, and no weight will be going through your back at all. And so hopefully that gets you out of a back injury. The other thing is, this side of the paddock seems to be just a little bit more dirtier than the other side, and that is simply because our winter feed paddocks years ago used to be half kale and half fodder beet. So we'd run a big fence through the middle with a gateway or tapeway halfway, and then another tapeway just on the other side of the fence from the laneway. And that way the cows could have both fodder beet and kale allocations per day, along with silage and straw at night while they stayed on the kale. So typically this side will be a little bit dirtier. It's not bad, it's not something to be afraid of or anything like that. There's just a few more there. Typically it's every 4 years for a normal paddock to come back to fodder beet for us. This individual half along with another half over there has just been a little bit more quicker, so they are a little bit more dirtier. The plant just doesn't resist as much going to seed. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, as I have enjoyed bringing it to you. We've had some pretty spectacular weather, so hopefully on those time lapses or montages you can see the clouds moving up the mountains and so forth. It gets pretty picturesque. But otherwise guys, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you around. Cheers.